Hello my friend and fellow trader, it's Will here over at Pips and Gains, and I'm back again with another trade setup and analyst video. Today we're going to be looking at two possible trading scenarios on the British Pound Canadian Dollar and the British Pound Kiwi, which is the New Zealand Dollar. They're both sell setups, they're both trade ideas that I've posted to my Trading View channel over the past week. You can head over there and actually read the written breakdown of these trade ideas, and so you can watch the video and then you can actually get a written version of it. So we're now well over the 2,000 followers, so don't forget to hit the follow button over there, and let's get into today's trade setup. So the first one we're going to look at is the British Pound CAD, and I'm going to start off in the monthly charts. So if you're new to my channel and want to understand how I trade the markets, I take a top-down approach, which is basically look for levels, resistance, supply and demand, sell zone levels on the higher time frames, monthly and weekly. Then I will zoom in to the lower time frames from right down to the 4-hour chart and look for evidence of slowing of momentum, and then use my TRFX indicator to get into the market. So monthly charts standing out like a pretty like a sore thumb. We can see here this is a clear higher time frame resistance that we are banging right into now, which is at 178. It's been a tough nut to crack so far since 2017, and we can see every time it comes up to this level we get a sell-off. Before, it was stuck in a range between basically 178 and 160, 1800 pip range, and it sells off. I do not think we will go down to the bottom of the range this time. I think we may be able just to pop this down towards 170, 173 and 170, which is in around this area here, which was the previous resistance that has been taken out over the last few weeks. We'll just color code these so we know. Monthly charts, we are at a monthly resistance at 178. If we zoom into the weekly, getting a better picture here. The market nearly always just spikes up above the 178 and then sells off pretty quickly, usually in the same week. We can see it did this last week, and I think we may get another pop above this week before selling off. So key resistance on the weekly and monthly charts. If we head over to MT4 here, just want to show you my volatility indicator. We can see, so this indicator just reads the volatility across all the RSI values and adds them up on every time frame. And to the buy side, once we get over 600, it will give us a clear sell signal. And then this indicator here does the same, but this does it across all the values on the stochastic across every time frame. And when it just goes above 700, 750, we're getting a sell signal. So British Pound CAD, you can see across nearly all the higher time frames we are red, so it's extremely overbought across all time frames, indicating, like I said, reversal is imminent. If we zoom into the daily chart, let's just add the MACD here. Dun, dun, dun. Sorry, I didn't. Okay, so we're just zooming into the daily chart here. If we add the MACD, just want to show you for divergence signals. MACD. So this is one of the signals I use also. So no MACD divergence signals yet on the daily chart as we're up approaching this level. We zoom into 12-hour. Again, no divergence signal yet, but we are starting to get it here. We had this high here. The market is pushing up higher. Just zoom in. this week, but the MACD's just looking like it wants to start going down, which is good. It's meaning momentum is slowing down. As you can see, we also had the extreme overbought conditions across all the time frames. If we zoom into the 4-hour chart, we can clearly see that we are starting to, as prices trying to move higher, the MACD is moving down, which is indicating, again, slowing of momentum at a key area of resistance on the higher time frames. So the likely path for this is the market to maybe pop up to try last week's high, or maybe break above it, spike above it like you've seen on the weekly charts, and then getting a sell-off. So that is the likely path for that. What I will likely do for this is use my TRFX indicator. You can access this absolutely free by clicking the link in the description area of this video. And I will wait for the next signal from the 4-hour to the daily chart. So that will be the 4-hour, 6-hour, 8-hour, 12-hour and daily chart. The first signal that occurs, sell signal, I will be entering this. Now for the target, like I said, the first easy target for this is the previous resistance that was taken out, and that is it here. We can see the market broke up through that already, came down to test it, and then rallied back up to hit, which that's a pretty clear break and retest and rally back up to the next resistance. So we should see, once this sells off, a move down into kind of this area here between 170 and 173 will be a nice first target for this, and that's where I'll be targeting. So it's a nice trade for 500 pips. This trade, you should see this starting to happen this week. And now let's move on to the British pound Kiwi. So just going to change the charts here. I want to change this to white and move, get rid of the indicators, get rid of the drawings, because this is the idea I just posted. And so monthly chart. So first key area we're looking at here, 2 swing highs. So we are this one here, and then last year's swing high, monthly high, which is here, which is exactly where we are now. We also, just above that, there's 2 levels above that on the monthly charts. We have this zone, which we're coming into now. This is the spike up from March 2020 during the corona pandemic. The market spiked up. I think that happened in the same morning. It was a Monday morning. Market spiked up to grab liquidity from this area here, which is from the huge drop down in 2016 from the Brexit vote. And we got a huge sell off from there. Another key area to mark on the monthly charts, if we look at this huge leg down from that started in 2015, we have a key fib level to mark here also, which is at 122, 120, well, around about 123, which is a 61.8 fib level. So three levels there we're looking at. And if we read the actual post, I'm looking to short this week for a possible move down to 212, which is the high it's just broken out off on the monthly charts, which will mark there. And we could possibly get a further drop down towards this level here, which is the newly created monthly buy demand area. Given the reason we had the swing high, new swing low, and then new swing high. So I took out the previous swing high in the trend to create this new swing high on the monthly charts. So this area here is now an area of interest for the markets. So if we look at the weekly chart, again, huge move up from that area. Market is testing the last year's high. If we head over to MT4, we can see clearly this is extremely oversold overbought across all the time frames on the stochastic, on the right up to the weekly chart. If we look at the RSI, again, same thing, nearly all above 70 on all the higher time frames, extremely overbought conditions. This is all pointing to a short-term correction, which is what I am looking at here. So short-term correction, if we look down to the daily chart, okay, this move up is extremely overextended. Where's the MACD? Look for evidence of price action breaking down or slowing down, and there we go. So extremely overextended, extremely overbought, right at the swing high, which is a key resistance. So what we're likely to see, we're not seeing the momentum slowing on the daily chart as of yet. Just waiting for the MACD to load here. $12-hour chart not showing the same. If we zoom into the 4-hour, okay, we're starting to see the divergence on the 4-hour, which is good, which means a short-term correction is likely to occur very, very soon. So what I'm wanting to see here is just to move up and then a sell-off down towards this area here, and it might even possibly go lower towards here. Longer term, oh sorry, dun. Oh, let's put 3 on it. Okay, I will be waiting for the first signal on the 4-hour chart on the British pound Kiwi, and then selling this pair. So longer term, if you just move the drawings again, longer term, if you actually read my post, longer term we are likely to head higher up towards those levels that I drew first. But what we're likely to see, again, just given the extremely overbought conditions at last year's high, which is going to get a reaction, we'll get a drop, maybe a fast drop down towards 212, and then the rally up, and it should be targeting this 2020 high, 220, and then likely the 61.8 fib, which will be another area to sell. So this area, be looking to sell now, starting to look for sell signals now, wait for the drop down towards 212 and look for a buy signal, and then look to enter that position and take the market up to 220. So that is the two ideas, British pound Kiwi, British pound CAD. Let me know what you think in the comment sections. If you want to get access to my TRFX indicator, follow the instructions via the link below in the video. And again, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and I shall see you on the next video very, very soon, where I'll be doing an update on my Darwin X account progress. So thanks for watching. Will over at Pips and Gains.